I did, I did. No, he didn't. I just said it. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm the Speed King. As always, as we head towards the holidays, right? In another 2, 3 weeks, of course, there's for those that celebrated the Christmas holidays, and wishing you and yours a happy, safe, and joyous one, of course. And those who don't, well, wish it for other people, for sure. Well, we're going to take a look at the Remsen Stakes up at Aqueduct on this coming Saturday, the 6th of December. And it is race number 9 on the card, grade 2, going a mile and an eighth. Uh-oh. We need speed, but we need stamina now. We start going longer distance with these 2-year-old boys. They're in town in New York, Elmont, New York, for sure. Well, it's $250,000, and of course, it's the Remsen, right? So I believe some points are on the line here, but it's real early to be talking Derby, but it doesn't stop us from doing that. And these are 2-year-old colts, soon to be 3, January 1. And we got a full field of 12 here, y'all. You can go plenty of ways, but again, they're babies, right? So one race to the other, just not that it doesn't matter, it's just different. Now, I will say this about the preps to the Derby. Okay, remember this. Early, the speed horses win a lot of these races to accumulate points. But when you start talking classic distance, when we get closer to April and May and the latter prep races, you need speed, but you're going to have to be able to go a classic distance, right? And the Remsen is a mile and an eighth, and again, close enough, right? So some of the horses that win early in the Derby preps are not necessarily there in the late races or the late preps. Why? Because the races get longer, and now not only do you need speed, but you need to sustain that. That's why stamina and pedigree is so important to me, So when we talk to Remsen, I'm going to go right to the 2 Curlin babies, my first and second pick. Yeah, the first one, namesake, because I'm always saying, no, he didn't. Well, Mike Baker got a 2-year-old baby by Curlin. Think that horse can go the classic distance, right? Well, I did. No, he didn't. I just didn't. I'm picking Mike Baker's horse, right? The number 3 horse. I did. I don't have the morning lines on this one, but got my boy Joel Rosario. You know you're going to get a pristine ride for sure. He's going to be Mr. Rolex. He's going to be on time. Well, I did. The number 3 is by Curlin on the back end by Bluegrass Cat. Well, this one's obviously bred to go distance, and the last race, the grade 3 coming out of the Street Sense race on October 26th, some 41 days ago, isn't a bad race. I mean, the horse ended up running 4th, kind of even around the track. Should have learned something from that. So now, rolling back in 41 days, 5th start, going a mile and an eighth, has already been a mile and 16, a mile and 16. So we expect the Curlin babies to get better with more time and more distance. 5th start, I did. My top pick, expected square price, I did. No, he didn't. I did. I just did. Our second pick, well, nothing's going to change. I'm going to take the other Curlin baby in this one. Courting, the number 6. Well, there's that man again, mama. Hey, it's Todd Pletcher and Johnny V, the Hall of Famer. Well, of course, need no introduction from the connections, obviously, when it comes to 2-year-old baby on the Kentucky Derby Trail. Hey, Courting, the number 6, just like the number 3 horse, is by Curlin. On the back end by the great Bernadette grandsire, who is a stallion, by the way, over there at the Godolphins facility for sure, right? So my top 2 picks has more to do with these young horses getting better over time. So I always go to the pedigree. Now, of course, there's other ones in here that's, that can run too. They're just as good. Obviously, they're bred beautifully, but you got to draw a line somewhere. So my second pick, 1 and 1A, is the number 3 horse, I did by Curlin, and our second pick, 1A, is Courting by Curlin. Our third pick, well, we're going to go way outside. Don't like to do it, but we will. Well, not that far out. The number 7 horse, Igniter, right? Well, Igniter is by Volatile on the back end by Malibu Moon, trained by that man, Mama, Richard Dutrow. Who knows what's going on there? Hey, Manny Franco's doing the conditioning here, and this one also is bred for stamina and should get better, right? Just 2 starts, 1 win and 1 third, coming off of a maiden race. But what a beautiful speed figure this horse had. Now back in 70 days, gave this one plenty of rest. And I wouldn't leave the number 7 horse off. Not only is this horse bred for stamina, but owns the best speed figure in here and has plenty of time between his last race and this race. So the horse should have learned something from that, probably filled out, probably got a little bit better. The horse is bred and owned by 3 Chimneys Farms. That's always good. You have Manny Franco, obviously Dutrow Jr., make things happen that don't typically happen, so you always got to keep your eye on that. But I think the seven horse Igniter is a top contender in here. And our round out our super with I guess Paladin, right? The number 2 horse, Chad Brown, Flavian Pratt is in the house, y'all. This one's by Gunrunner. Again, another one well bred. I thought Gunrunner should have won the Kentucky Derby for Steve Asmussen back in the day. I don't know, was that 2016? I don't know, back there somewhere. As well as curling for Steve Asmussen. I do believe Steve Asmussen should have 2 derbies to his credit. He don't, right? So if I had a crown, I would be king. But again, Paladin is a Gunrunner colt on the back end by Tappan. So this one is bred beautifully, of course. The number 2 horse we're going to round out our super with, and probably or maybe the horse to beat the number 2 horse. So there it is in the Remsen, y'all. Of course, your Speed King's going to land on the 2 curling babies, right? Race number 9 on the card. My top pick, number 1, is I Did. Yeah, going in, he looks up against it, but I like the name on the horse. I love the sire on it. It's my boy Mike Maker, and guess I have the services of Joel Rosario, so I'm good there. The number 3 horse, my top pick. My 1A pick is the other curling baby, Courting, right? Again, Pletcher, Johnny V, curling, Bernadine on the back end. Gotta pick some of them, right? So again, for us, 3, 6, 7, 2, just like that. Hey, there's a colt on the outside. I don't like the post, but that talking, if you just want to know as a side note, Danny Gargan and Kamuch is in the orange. This one is by Good Magic on the back end by the 2-time Breeders' Cup Classic winner, Tiz Now. I just hate the post at number 11 on talking. So if you're playing vertically, use that one underneath. I love the pace numbers on that horse. I just couldn't pull the trigger because of the post position at this long distance. He's bound to lose ground, and the enemy to horse racing is ground loss, okay? Not traffic, not that. Traffic is all that, but when you give up ground, that means you got to be twice as fast, maybe not twice as fast, but you got to be faster than the ones you're running further than the rest of them. So it's always a tough deal. Keep an eye on the number 11. That horse is, got some beautiful bloodline by Good Magic, obviously, Tiz Now. I just hate to post number 11 I'm talking, but it's worth mentioning here. Yeah, you probably should be, at least at worst case, using this horse underneath in your exotic wagers. And came out of the Grade 1 Champagne running third, but second that day by 6 with Kamuch up back in 63 days. Yeah, the number 11 is a nice horse. I like that horse a bunch, and I love the pace numbers. If you say, which horse you're going to take in pace numbers, it would be the 11 horse, hands down. And fast early, fast late, even, bloodline, stamina's there. Wow. Can't pick them all, though, but I just wanted to make that side note. My top pick, 3, 6, 7, 2. Just like that, with our eyeball clearly on the number 11. Yeah, you better keep him in your ticket somewhere if you're playing exactas, tries, and superfectas. My name is Wayne Bolden. I'm your Speed King. No, he didn't. I did. The number 3 horse. It ain't gonna be easy. I couldn't help it. I had to pick him. I'm taking the 2 curling babies. 3, 6, 6, 3. 7 horse. 3rd pick, 2 horse. Probably the one to beat Chad Brown's horse. I don't want him. I'm going to stand with the curling babies. Stay classy, y'all, in all that you do. There's your Remsen. He's on the I did, yeah, and that other courting horse. Curling babies.